6, rook to e8. Again, queen e4, knight f8.
Yeah.
Let's just catch up. Looks like an isolated queen pawn. No. Now, well, without the isolated queen pawn, Anish is just suffering here. I mean, I'm looking at this move, queen e4, and that's just so overwhelmingly powerful. I'm looking at rook d8. If I've
Knight
gone
f8?
Yeah. I was making room for the defensive move, knight to f8 to cover h7. Otherwise, I just feel like
You have to get your knight to f8. Otherwise,
grim.
as you mentioned, queen e4, setting up the battery.
exactly
On
one
h7, going to be decisive.
of the things I'd avoid is knight c4.
Yeah. And there you can actually see the accuracy percentages, and you see Vincent at 98.8, whereas Anish 94.4. Like, we had some stats here.
Ben Underwood had some
Underwood.
wonderful stats about probabilities, expectations, and accuracies. And before reading this, I really wanted to ask him, is this accurate? Because literally everybody is playing at a 90% accuracy
Except Anish,
Exactly.
who is scoring 89.7% in the accuracy, and he's by
Dead
far
last.
our lowest ranked.
Right. I mean, you play with a 90% accuracy, and in this field, that'll get you last place. And by the way, this is one of those positions where White is having, I want to say, a cost-free fun. I mean, he's not he hasn't sacrificed anything to get what, for me, feels like a really advantageous attacking position.
But the question is, though, to make progress,
Yeah.
do you have to go all in?
No, on the contrary, let's just develop the pieces. Bishop to d2, I have rook c1 on my agenda.
Okay, and then I go bishop d7 then.
And I see that you want to play bishop c6,
That's
so
correct.
I want to sidestep that for just a moment and introduce you to my little friend on d2. Bishop takes h6 is my agenda.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that one apart from move the king.
King h8,
King h8.
and I continue with my shifting. Queen h5, threatening both queen takes f7 as well as bishop
I
takes
feel
h6.
like this is just elementary for you.
Yeah,
Kids play.
normally speaking, White has sacrificed something for these types of
Yes.
advantage. Nasi, jump in on this one, because maybe I'm over-exaggerating White's about Vincent's idea of putting his king on the queen side. King e6 to f5. Really, you start to wonder, could I get an advantage?
But that's changing the nature of the position if
True.
you do something like that. And we have to think of it from Anish's kind of perspective.
Yeah.
He's just simply trying to maintain the balance. Keep control on e6, cover his pawns.
Yeah. Now see, we're seeing the remnants of the fact that Vincent was a pawn up. Did he ever have anything serious in this game?
Oh, absolutely. At some
did.
point, he was +3.
Even,
He had a completely dominating position with, when it was 2 rooks and 2 bishops still on the board.
okay,
He up a pawn, and his position was fantastic.
overwhelming it looks like, actually. Yes. Oh,
He just rushed, picking up a pawn and gave black some counterplay, some activity, and then Anish's rook got on the second rank, picked up some pawns, and this is how we ended up in this rook ended.
a remarkable save then. Yeah, I think that, for Vincent especially, he definitely left some points on the table in the first 2 days of play. Looks like this game especially, he had an overwhelming positional advantage and material as well. Extra pawn.
What did Anish do?
Keep one or just
One.
stop me king e4 for a moment.
Are we close to move 50?
I think
There we see a handshake. It is.
Vincent
a
saying,
draw.
okay. Enough's enough. And let's just remind everybody where we stand
Yes.
after